Hey everyone, it's AlluringSimmer here, back with another speed build, and today I am doing a beachfront restaurant in Tartosa. I've never done a restaurant or any sort of community lot like this on a beachy landscape. I don't know what the best word is to say that. Beachy terrain, sand terrain, whatever. So this is my first time doing that, and I hope that you guys like it. One thing that I realized that I forgot to do, and I will do before I upload it, is one, set it to a restaurant, and two, also set it so that like the menu kind of fits the vibe of where I put this build. um it was really fun to do. It was really hard to figure out how I wanted it to look. I had like the vision of it in my head, and it was hard to like make it kind of come to life, because at first I was trying to go for like a more rundown kind of like local restaurant that's been around for a while. Hopefully you can catch that kind of vibe. But I ended up going for like a more Mediterranean style, um I guess, furnishing and exterior, because I felt like that matched the rest of the world a lot better. Obviously, normally you can kind of move the lots wherever you desire. So if you wanted to put it in a different world, sometimes it'll still work. But because I did also add stuff to the rest of the lot that like fits um, the beach vibe, it probably will be difficult if you decide that you don't want to place it on this specific lot. So, that being said, it is kind of required that you have my wedding stories to download this restaurant. One, I used quite a few items, well, maybe a couple items from that pack, and two, it's built in the world with a bunch of beach items that fit this lot perfectly. However, you could also place it somewhere else and just remove the beach stuff if that is something you desire to do. One thing I'd like to ask before we really get into this build is, if you're currently watching and you're not subscribed, I would greatly appreciate it if you take the time to subscribe to my channel. I am trying my best to be way more consistent with posting videos. The goal is to have one out bi-weekly, so every 2 weeks. But hopefully in the future I'm gonna try and do like once a week, and eventually hopefully get like 2 to 3 videos out per week. Keep in mind, I do also stream on Twitch almost daily, and if you aren't following me there already, I'll have a link in the description. I would greatly appreciate if you check me out over there as well. I do a lot of Sims content. Recently, we've been also playing a lot of Sims 3. I also play a lot of other like cozy games. I've played Overwatch and Valorant in the past, and hope to play games like that more in the future as well. So if you're someone who's interested in a variety of gaming content from me, I would definitely recommend checking me out there. I also do crochet pot not I was gonna say podcast. I do crochet streams from time to time, and I also do like just chatting streams where we'll talk about like content creation, or we'll talk about crafting, or just anything we feel like in that moment. So definitely check me out there if you aren't already, as well as subscribing here if you aren't already. Also, if you're enjoying the video so far, enjoying the builds and what it's starting to look like, I don't know how to better phrase that, then also give this video a thumbs up. This is the part where we're transitioning to the more like Mediterranean vibe, and I think this was the move for sure. The old bricks, like, I think it could have maybe worked in a different world, but I feel like here in Tartosa, like this just looks so much better, and it just fits the world a lot better. um the new awnings from, oh my goodness, the For Rent pack. I love them so much. Okay. I forgot about them when I was doing the roofing, and then I was like, there was something that I was like, I need to use if I ever make like a cafe or restaurant type lot. And so I kind of hid it underneath the like vines at the front of the house, which not the house, the restaurant, which you will see, or maybe you already seen. And I think it looked really good. It kind of gave the vibe of a restaurant more, and it has like text on it. So I don't know how to explain it, but I just feel like it really fit this lot. Now here I am working on the restaurant kitchen, which was definitely my strong suit. I will say it's probably surprisingly the best room in this lot. Maybe you might disagree, but I just feel like an industrial kitchen, that is my vibe for sure. Um I feel like that's such a random thing to like be good at, but surprisingly, I built quite a few in my time playing The Sims 4 because I love building community lots. Even though I haven't built many recently, community lots used to be like the main lots that I would build. I've only recently actually gotten into like building residential lots more often. Um, I do tend to build residences for my Sims, but then I will end up using like custom content, so then I don't end up sharing those builds. But hopefully in the future I can build more houses and use less CC, so you guys will be able to use it in your games as well. But yeah, building this kitchen was really fun. I loved adding like the little posters and stuff to kind of give it like a little bit more of a unique feel and not have it feel super duper industrial. Because again, I still want to give the vibe that this is like a cozy restaurant, local to Tartosa, and it's like somewhere where people can go and get like a good meal. Um, Added some like little cookbooks and stuff, and some, I was gonna say appliances, but I meant utensils. And then I added these rugs. They're like the non-slip rugs I usually see, and I think the kitchen turned out pretty good. Now for the bathrooms, I was trying to give the vibe that it's like, again, a bit older of a restaurant, been around for a while. It has like some more like vintage style to it. I don't really know if the like this wallpaper is very vintage, but that's what I was trying to go for. I do really like the tiles on the wall, but I thought it'd be cute to just have that behind like the sink. So I ended up making it more of like an accent wall, and I think it turned out really cute. It just adds that like extra layer and makes the room a little bit more interesting to look at. Again, it's a bathroom, so it's like it's not really much to it, but it is nice to like try and make them look somewhat unique. And then I started adding in like the light switches. And then I realized I only put it in like some of the rooms, and then some of the rooms don't have one. So it's like very random. I think all the bathrooms have a light switch, but some of them might have been different colors. I don't think there's one in the kitchen. You know, some things we just have to overlook, you know? And then I added these paintings in the like little plungers and like cleaning supplies. I actually threw some into the like kitchen area too, because I wanted it to kind of function as like a kitchen slash staff room. Like that's somewhere where they can just like chill and hang out, but it's also like where they make and prepare the food. Because I didn't really want to make the build any larger than what it was, and there was not really any other good space to put like a full on staff room. And personally, like in gameplay, I don't think it's that necessary. I think it's fun to build because I like how it looks aesthetically for my lots. But I think in this case, I was trying to focus more on making this functional for gameplay. With that in mind, before I upload this, before I upload this build to the gallery, I'll make sure to play test it and make sure that at least like the kitchen and stuff is functioning. If every single table and chair your sim is not able to access it, I mean, I think I'll be okay with that. But as long as they're able to like, you know, run the restaurant smoothly, like that's my main concern. So I will make sure that that works before I put it up on the gallery, because recently I've been trying to make my guilds. I've been trying to make my builds more functional for gameplay, because I don't know, I've been using my own builds more, and also if I'm taking the time to upload it to the gallery for you guys to use, and maybe I don't end up using it, like the whole point is so that you can use it in your saves. So here I added in this plant that I've actually never used before in my life. I think I ended up removing it because it just didn't fit. It just didn't fit in the corner like how I wanted to. And this is my request for smaller plants, because I don't know, I tend to like fit plants into like little corners or nooks and crannies. And if you put it near a wall, it'll end up like clipping through the wall, and sometimes it's just not what you're going for. So this is my formal request for more plants that fit into small corners. Thank you. um but yeah, I added in a couple more plants again to just make the room feel a little bit more cozy, because there's a lot of like browns and yellows, and I feel like adding those like pops of color just make it a little bit more interesting. For the bathrooms upstairs, I went for different colors as well. I think I ended up making both of these bathrooms the same wallpaper, but the ones downstairs are different. They kind of like matched the color scheme of downstairs a bit better. I feel like the mint green, bluish, not really bluish at all, color was definitely a choice, but it was a choice that needed to be made. Actually, never mind, because I ended up switching it to yellow. I think I realized at this moment that it was a choice that actually didn't need to be made, surprisingly. So I wanted it to match with the rest of the lot a bit better. Doing the different colored paintings made me switch back a little bit, and I ended up doing one that was like the mint green, and then one that was like more of a yellowy color. Anyway, moving on from that, I'm now working on the bar. So I decided to do the downstairs level as more of like a restaurant slash there's like the little patio area that your Sims can chill on. And then you'll see later when we furnish the beach, for lack of a better word, that there's like outdoor seating spaces as well. So your Sims can sit wherever they'd like. But I wanted to make sure that like the bottom floor was like more focused on like the kitchen, and the top floor is more of like an entertainment space. So again, there are 2 bathrooms upstairs as well. There's a lot of bathrooms. There's also like an external one of those bathroom shed portable bathroom. I don't know what they're called. They're not porta potties per se, but they're like the ones that are like small little shed like bathrooms. Hopefully that makes sense. So your Sims will not have to worry if they need to use the restroom. There are a lot of options. But then for the upstairs, yeah, we were focusing on a bar, and I added a little dance floor so your Sims can kind of chill and relax. I realized I don't think I added a stereo or like anything to play music. So again, as I'm watching all of this back, I'm noticing these things, and I'll make sure to add those in before it's uploaded to the gallery. So if it's slightly different than what you see here, just know it's to make it more functional and more useful for you in your game. Here I added in like a little fridge. I put some cabinets. I wanted it to feel like, you know, a bar. I don't know if most bars have a microwave. Honestly, I never really have seen behind a bar, so this is just me going based off the vibe that I think it should have. And I feel like if there's gonna be like bar food, I don't think they're gonna have like a full on oven, you know, cooking up meals for you, unless they have like fries and stuff. Maybe they'll have a fryer, I don't know, but we don't have stuff like that in the game. And now that I bring it up, I'm thinking we should have more like restaurant, like industrial type appliances. Like I feel like we have a lot that work for like a home kitchen, and I know we got dine out already, so either we get like a dine out refresh, which would be really cool, or we get like a kit or something, or probably a stuff pack, not a kit, or a game pack. That's like, I think a kit would, sorry, not a kit, a stuff pack would be better, where it gives us like more industrial appliances that are functional. Like imagine a fryer, like something to like, I mean, I guess we have grills already, so we wouldn't really need that. What else would there be? Now I'm trying to think of all of these ideas, but I feel like there are more appliances that are more industrial size. Like we did get a pizza oven recently with the Home Chef Hustle stuff back, but I really would love to see like more. Actually, this is funny coming from me because I remember there was like a bunch of, not controversy, but a lot of hate for the cupcake maker because of how large it was. So like people loved the functionality of it, but they hated that they couldn't like fit it into small spaces. So now they made it so that we can like bake cupcakes using ovens and stuff. Now I'm thinking we need to like revert back to the big appliances. Like I need more like big appliances that can be used in like an industrial sized kitchen. Like what about a double oven or a double stove? You know, what about two ovens stacked on top of each other? I know this is going like way off topic now, but I need these things. Please. So now we are furnishing the beach. I added in some picnic tables for your Sims to sit at. Again, this is coming into the a lot of places for your Sims to sit. There are grills as well. So if your Sim decide that they don't want to go to the restaurant, they don't want to go through the whole fine dining process, they can just grill up their own food and have a little meal at the picnic table. There's also coolers placed throughout the beach, which you'll see later on. So your Sims could bring in their own snacks. Actually, I don't know if they can use the cooler like that, but I mean, they still can for sure. There's also a picnic table on one of the, sorry, a picnic basket on one of the picnic tables. So your Sims can definitely bring in their own like meals as well, which kind of would be not that great for the restaurant. But personally, I care more about your Sims. You know, the restaurant, if it fails, if it runs out of business, um, that's not really my problem per se. My thing is to give your Sims all the options for what they can eat. You know, it's also nearby the area where like your Sims can go and like order food from the stalls. So it's not really like a competition thing. It's more just giving you a variety of options. So we got to look on the bright side here. There are coolers, there's a water balloon bucket, there's like places for your Sims to lounge on the beach. Your Sims can go swimming probably before they go eat, because I think you're supposed to like wait a little bit after eating before going back swimming. I don't remember all the rules, okay? I'm not a swimmer. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below of this build. Let me know what you want to see me build next, whether it be a community or residential lot. Give this video a big thumbs up to let me know that you like it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Follow me on Twitch. Link is in the description. And I will see you all in the next one. Stay tuned for the screenshots at the end of the video. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.